Hey people, so this one is a more serious video on how to demand respect. So there will be people in this world that may make more money than you, may just have more confidence than you. They may just believe that overall they're better than other people for whatever reason, whatever the case may be, or they just may believe that you personally are beneath them. Whatever the case may be, whether it be relationship, business-wise, or just casually walking about, there are always going to be people who judge you for who you are, what you look like, etc. So how do you demand respect as an individual? Right? There are people who have commanding presences, people who literally can command a room. Once you walk in, they're telling you where to sit, how to dress, how to behave, right? They're telling you what mannerisms you may have. For example, I had a friend once, we were going out to drink and have fun, and they said that I should be more calm and relaxed when going out and having a drink. I shouldn't move as though I had a drink of alcohol in my body. To me, that killed the fun of drinking, right? Because I like to move around a little bit. I like to dance. And so if I can't dance and have a drink, then what was the point? Why am I being as stiff as a rock while under the influence? To me, that wasn't fun. And so I decided that I would still be who I am. And then I found friends in a circle that were fun to be around, that wanted to have that type of excitement, that allowed me to be me. And sometimes you just gotta allow yourself to be you, right? When you may have others who want to present a certain image, which is okay. But there's also room in that when you're just at a random club to let loose and relax a little bit, unwind. You're serious throughout the entire day. You shouldn't be serious when you go out, right? That's just my mindset. Everyone has a different approach. So how do I demand and command that respect? Well, it's very simple. First, you need to be in a position where you're not the one that is asking people for anything, right? I don't ask for friendship. I don't ask for business. I don't ask for a relationship. I don't ask for whatever the case may be. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't want these things, but it just means that there's a level of self-love, a level of self-confidence that I have that allows me to say, you know what, although I love you, I will not accept this, that, and that. So for example, in my personal life, I tell my friends, listen, I understand that we're young. I understand that we still have challenges ahead of us, experiences that we have not yet experienced. However, I will not accept mediocrity in my life. I will not accept, most importantly, laziness, right? Because laziness is the thing that will turn me off completely. I don't care whether you work in sales. I don't care if you work for $10 an hour or $100 an hour. But what we will not do is be lazy. What we will not do is work 2 days a week and say that we are working hard. What we will not do is not maximize our potentials. I work 50 plus hours a week at a W-2 job. I work another 5 to 10 hours a week on my real estate business. I work another 5 to 10 hours a week on my stock market. I work another probably hour to 2 hours on my YouTube business. I work another hour or 2 hours on my music business. And then I spend whatever time I have left on sleep and family, right? So we do not accept what we don't accept for ourselves. I want to accept for others because they see the hard work I put in, and yet some will deny that and say, listen, I want to live a more comfortable life. All right, well, this life is comfortable. You know why? Because I don't stress over finances. Well, I want to live a more free life, to have more time with family. Well, you can do more for your family when you have provided for yourself first, right? I want to live now because tomorrow isn't promised. Well, if you do live till tomorrow, you have nothing because you promised yourself nothing for the future, right? So these are the conversations that I have, and I tell them, listen, My circle is gonna get smaller regardless, because people will not live up to certain expectations. And I don't expect everyone to live up to these expectations because I have high expectations for myself. And with that being said, I am on a pathway to greatness, and those who want to be on that same pathway, please come along. Don't follow along, but come along for the ride. Do it your way. Do it my way. It doesn't matter how you do it, but do it, right? And so what I demand is the best version of yourself. That's all anyone can ever ask for, right? I don't want you to be me. I don't want you to be someone other than yourself, but I want you to be the best version of yourself. And if the best version of yourself is hardworking, if the best version of yourself is not lazy, if the best version of yourself is a striving for excellence, reaching your own goals, it might not be to own a mansion, but it might be to have a 200 million in the stock market. It might not be to ever invest in the stock market. It might be to own 200 million in real estate. It might not be to ever own a home. It might be to, just be a traveling nomad with no financial debt ever, right? And hundreds in savings. But whatever that is, be excellent at it. Be great at it. Don't be stressed out about it. Don't need for anything. Because in that sense, I can rest assured that all my friends, all my family, all my colleagues are doing what it is that they have set out to do. So when I demand and command respect, I demand and command it because I have set myself up to where I don't need for a job. I don't need for a particular person. And so when I walk into a building, I still say, listen, I love you. I care for you. I want the best for you, regardless if it's with me or not. And that's always going to be the case, because there's no hate in my life and there's no hate for others in my life. I do not have envy. I do not have greed. If I want something, I'm going to go and get it. If I see Bill Gates, if I see Warren Buffett, I say, wow, I want to be similar to that. I don't want to be that, right? Warren Buffett is amazing. I don't want to live in the same house for 40 years, but what he's done is astonishing. And I want to replicate that in some capacity, but I don't want to be him. I don't want what he has. I want to make my own of what he has, because that's who I am as a person. I see Donald Trump avoiding taxes. How do I avoid taxes? I don't want his taxes. I want to avoid the same way he does with my own, right? So I don't get greedy. I don't get envious. I don't get any of that. I say, how can I, rather than how do they do that? Why can't they do that? Well, you can do it too. You got the same 24 hours like everybody else. They always say it, right? For 3 years, I've been looking at other people making YouTube videos, loved it, enjoyed it, always watched it. Started 2-3 channels. Decided, you know what? I'll go and make more music. I'll go and work harder. I'll go and invest in real estate. I'd go and listen, now I'm here every single day, post another video, keep it going, stay consistent. I wasn't consistent. I wasn't motivated enough. You got to be hungry. I got a higher paying job with more hours to work, and now I'm being more consistent. How does that happen? It's because I make sure it happens. Whether I'm tired, whether I'm not tired, I'm making sure it happens, right? So when I go so hard, I can only expect that others do the same. It's an expectation now. It's not a request, right? Because I've been doing this, not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years. At some point, if people don't shape up, why would I want to be around a whole bunch of lazy people when I'm not lazy? That's not going to motivate me. That's not going to excite me. That's not going to put new ideas in my head. That's not going to uplift me. That's not going to propel me in any way, shape, or form. And then those same people may be spiting me at the same time because they don't want to work that hard. They don't want to go as hard. They don't want to do what I do. And so what am I doing for myself? What am I setting myself up for? Just disappointment, regret, right? So when I command excellence, when I command my respect, when I command excellence from those around me, is because I expect it of myself. Whatever you expect of yourself, expect from others, right? That doesn't mean, oh, I give people $100, I expect $100 back. Oh, I gave you this, I need that back. No, do things from the kindness of your heart, but don't let others affect your mental, your physical, right? So you got to put yourself in a position where, I'm not going to accept that from you, boss, because I've saved up enough money to live off of that for another 6 months. I can find another job. I can find a better employer who will treat me with my respect and give me the responsibilities that I have signed up for. I'm not going to respect that from you, relationship, because I expect that with all the work that I've put on myself, all the times I've hit the gym, all the times that I've eaten right, all the times that I've prayed, or whatever it is that you do, that I'm not going to accept that from anybody else, because I wouldn't accept that and I wouldn't do that to others. I'm not going to accept that from you, friend, because I wouldn't do that either, right? So we're not going to accept that. We got to understand that saying no is the most powerful thing that you can ever do before saying yes. We say yes in celebration. We say no almost every single day. Gotta say no to something every single day, right? Because everything is not for us. And so as we walk this path of greatness and excellence, we must understand that everything is not for us. And with that, we need to work and continue to improve our mental health, our mental space, our physical space, and our mindsets, our goals, and what we expect from others within our lives, right? Set expectations. People can't just be there to be there, right? And so with that, if you've found some use of this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.